Hey everybody, welcome to our Reddit reading. I am Hook, your favorite Draken, and these are my two lovely people. Keystar, or just Keystar is fine. And then Megarad,
Ah,
Megarad creature.
I
Also,
smell.
I
Ugh.
totally did
Cutest
not
bean.
forget to put you in the collab things. Nope.
Oh, you scrub.
I am definitely a scrub right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Don't go make me get the roll of newspaper.
Don't worry. I will fix stuff.
It's the
Okay.
Draken. Yes, it's the Draken.
Dragging.
Yeah,
Say hello to your chat. They're addressing you.
Oh, they are.
Burp. I'm gonna burp.
Real said, it's the Draken.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'm not used to people talking in my chat right before streaming. This is weird.
Get used to it. You're growing.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're okay.
That's what I do. Psychoanalyze people. Jeez. The streamer
Chibara was talking about how somebody in another streamer's chat was just basically ruining everything. Like, oh, I feel sorry for that streamer.
Oh no. Okay. Got Megarazine, and then I can work on Key, because they also deserve the love.
No.
Shut up.
No, send your attention over to Mega and follow Hook. Pay no mind to the key behind the curtain.
No. Support everybody, including you, dummy.
Don't make me smack you with my tail.
Get hooked to 500. Let's go.
Get hooked to 500. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go. How many away are you now? How many away are you now?
Last time I checked, it was 7 more.
Bet.
I don't check my stuff anymore.
Fun, that's fun.
Yeah.
And
check out this. No, don't check out that Key streamer. I heard she was a bitch.
I mean, she is.
Shut the hell up.
but she's well worth it.
Shut the hell up, bitch.
Oh shit, Mega. Mega, call me a bitch.
Right,
But you know who you really should support? You should really.
There we go.
Mega Red.
No.
There's your 2 links.
And Hook. And Hook.
I am friend. Support Key.
No,
Also,
stop.
Megarad is having a debut.
Yes, a new model debut. I'm surprised you were able to scrounge up the outfit that you have under new model, considering I've stolen almost everything else that you have.
Yeah, now I gotta go buy more clothes.
Bet more stuff for me to steal.
Wow.
Key, get out of that closet.
No, that's my closet now.
I'm sorry, Mega.
I stole your clothes. I never meant to made you cry, but tonight that outfit looks pretty fucking awesome. I'm gonna steal it.
Just follow both. Blame Hook for my actions. Listen, I'm just pointing the right way.
Thank you.
Blame Hook for my actions. Hook, it's your fault. I'm gonna kick you.
Well, I mean, I'm not afraid to be a bad guy.
Rock candy. Give me the forbidden rock candy. Give.
This isn't Breaking Bad.
No.
Give me the rock candy.
Hey!
Give me the
Stop!
rock candy.
Stop!
Give me the rock candy.
Stop! No!
Give me the rock candy.
Why?
Want the rock candy?
It's not for you to consume. Why'd you hit it? Give me a fucking. Is this how we're gonna? Is this how we're gonna start?
Yes, absolutely. Every stream I'm involved with.
Every stream.
Singular yeet.
The one bone that smacked him in the face.
It fuels my serotonin.
Rad, you threw a sandal at me.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
the other guy
chancla.
threw a chancla right at your face. That's great.
Oh shit.
I love how
right.
One time you're like, that's a
Hmm?
banana.
That's,
I can do
that's a
that.
banana.
I am wanting to put more 3D stuff on there so you can throw whatever at me.
Bet. Yeet it. Yeet it.
Oh, I
Yes,
just had
what are-
just had an idea.
Uh-oh.
Frickin' chuck plant form soul at me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Give me the boys.
So, Hook, what are we reading today in Reddit?
We are reading
Reddit.
Malicious Compliance.
Bet.
And for those who don't know, basically it's following the exact line what you've been asked to do. Whether it be to the T or in a more malicious way.
In a way that actually does not benefit the person that told you to do the thing.
Exactly.
I like it. I love that gremlin energy.
Yes.
I live for
It
it.
sustains me. We got a couple of neat little stories. I threw some in there. Hook had some. Megata do have some.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So our first one is very basic.
Are you gonna share your screen with it, or are you just gonna stay in this thingy?
That would probably help if I shared my screen.
Hey, I wasn't sure what your plans were.
Okay. There you go.
Atako.
Oh, so I'm gonna pull.
Are you gonna share it with your peoples?
No.
How dare you?
How dare
So
I?
rude. So rude.
They just get to imagine what we're reading.
They get to pretend.
There we go.
Basically, smart-ass obedience. That's exactly what it is.
There is no save. Why? What am I saving? Myself?
Your sanity.
Yeah. Save yourself. Save yourself. Run, you fools.
Fly fools. Ow! I forgot how hot
think
coffee is.
All of us can technically fly. I think. Mega, can you fly?
You know what? Fly?
Yeah, you have wingy dings, don't you?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do? I thought you were a werewolf.
Sometimes.
Oh wait, you're like a
Sometimes.
werewolf bat?
Oh, where about?
Like a vampire werewolf?
She's a creature.
You know what? You're right.
I'm a creature. I'm a creature.
You're right.
That one is broken.
Hello, adorable little guy.
What? Rat isn't broken. What are you talking about?
What? I said
What?
broken. I said an adorable little guy.
No, Chibara said that one is broken.
They're probably talking about me.
They're not wrong.
I mean, we're all broken in some way.
I mean, that's why we're streamers.
Lampy.
Bye. Hello, Lamp.
All right, shall we get to the reading?
Yes.
All right. It was in response to the save. All right. Give your brother water. Title sounds bad, lol, but read on. This happens years ago when I was a kid. 10 F. 10 female.
Yeah.
With my brother, 15 male, I grew up in a household where females are to cater to men, and once during dinner, my brother asked me to get him water. Growing up in the US, I was not the cater to men mindset, even though my parents tried to force me, cultural differences. I said no when my brother asked because his empty cup was right in front of him, and right next to him was a water cooler. He literally didn't even get up to get water. That's how close it was. He could just grab his cup and turn, but no. The jerk wanted me to get up and go around the table to get him water. My parents both got angry with me for saying no. I did explain my no, and told me to get him water. He's older than you. He's your brother. Their argument. What? So I get up. That makes no sense. So I get up, grab his cup, and fill it with water. I turn to hand it to him. He has his hand out to grab it. Before he can reach for it, I flip over the cup, spilling water on his lap, and say, here's your water. Of course, my parents were even more pissed at what I did and the mess. They did force me to clean it up, but considering my lack of effort in trying to clean up, I got a couple of napkins placed on the floor. They ended up having my brother clean it up since they didn't want to. Another thing about cleaning, the family always thought I sucked at doing dishes when I simply hated doing it and leaving them still dirty, so they wouldn't even ask me to do the dishes. As an adult now, lol, yes, I clean my dishes thoroughly.
Here's your water.
Here's your water. You didn't specify what kind of water, or what kind of water. You didn't specify how you wanted your water. Thank you.
Oh my god. Honestly, if that were my child, good job. Good job. Hey, Hook. Hey, Hook. Hey,
Yo!
Hey, Hook. Hey, Hook. Hook.
What?
Here's your water.
No. Damn.
You bitch!
Did I beat you to it? I am a beach. Life's beach.
Nicki Minaj.
Key, you're basically life, and it's a bitch.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I am. I am 100 goddamn %. Let's fucking go.
Trying to be
I'll tell you
smooth
like
and
I
it's
told
reversed.
Soul. I'll tell you like I told Soul. I'm not a bitch. I'm the bitch. It's Miss Bitch to you.
Alright,
Fucking go.
let's go find our next one.
Next one.
Phrasing?
What?
Should we read some of the comments as well on some of them?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yes.
Something else
That
you
way
could
we're
have
not
done.
just, like-
Hmm?
That way we're not just going, plow through, bam, done.
True. I usually try to get things done quick.
Yeah. Take your time. Enjoy life.
Something else you could have done. Gone all the way to the furthest bathroom to fill his cup.
Oh! I would have done that. I was like, oh, you want water? Okay, BRB.
Wait, you got one?
Scoop it out of the toilet!
Oh, look,
Water
someone didn't
shithead.
flush.
Toilet water for the shithead.
Filling it from the sink, but flushing the toilet when you left. Got him water, but you made him regret every sip from the toilet bowl.
Oh no. Lampy.
What'd you do?
He clipped. Hey, Hook.
What?
Water.
I'm waiting.
Oh no! I was quoting the clip.
Oh. Without running the faucet, I assume, with hot water as well. Don't forget salt. I guess we have a cooldown now. Thanks a lot, Lampy.
Lampy cooling us down before we even got warmed up. Damn.
I'm already warmed up. I don't know about you.
From the toilet, out of the toilet bowl,
Ugh.
without running the faucet, I assume, and with hot water as well. Don't forget the salt in it. Oh! Hot water with salt. Oh god.
Is that bad?
No, just imagine going to the bathroom, filling the faucet with hot water, just sprinkling salt, and be like, "Here's your water." Did you get this from the bathroom sink? No.
Sure did.
There was something similar to what I read, or at least heard. So
Yeah.
I don't watch Achievement Hunter anymore because of what, like, their quality's kind of been going down. But yeah, Gavin mentioned that, or at least not Gavin, but like Jeff, I think, said, "Hey, So how was your coffee this morning? It's like, oh, it's pretty good. It's like, so you didn't get to ask why I was asking about the coffee? It's like, no, I don't see why not. Oh, so you didn't taste the farts that I farted in?
Oh my god.
Yep.
That reminds me of like an Am I the Asshole post where a dude was like, my brother, when I was younger, farted in my dish of cookies that was like a gift from my grandfather. So and he keeps bringing it up, including at his bachelor party. And so I told him on his wedding day, hey, I forget how he worded it, but it was like, I put a little extra stank in that when he was going to feed the cake to his wife. So he's like slaps the cake out of the wife's hand and is mad at the brother because he made a joke. He didn't actually do anything to the cake, but the guy thought he did.
Oh.
But here's the thing. There was an update recently where it turns out the reason he was so irate with the brother saying that is because he didn't just pass gas in a jar of cookies. He actually smeared feces at the bottom of the jar.
Oh.
Yeah, so he thought he actually did do something to the cake because he actually did something to his cookies. Like, oh god. What kind of asshole is that? Oh.
At that point, it'd be like, yeah, I can kind of see that, but then you go further into it, it's like, oh, he had a completely good excuse for that.
Yeah, he had a reason he was mad, because he was an asshole and did that to his brother.
Revenge best served cold, with a little bit of shit.
Oh. No.
No.
Stinky.
Ugh.
We moving to the next story, Hook?
Yes, we are.
Aye.
This time one of you read it.
You want to read it, Mega, or you want me to read it?
We'll take turns.
Yeah, you can take turns.
I can go ahead. Is that the full thing?
Yes.
Okay. That time I just stood there and bled while I waited for my boss to acknowledge my existence. I just got a nosebleed for the first time in a while, and it reminded me of the story. I got them fairly often as a kid, but less and less so as an adult. One day, when I'm in the office, I get a pretty profuse nosebleed. I tried to... tongue and eyes catch up. I tried to plug it up and keep going about my day. But this one was lasting, so I head over to my boss's desk and let her know I was going to work the rest of the day from home and take care of my nose. She's currently talking with one of my coworkers, and normally I wouldn't interrupt, but given the circumstances, I came up... wow. The way this person wrote it. Given the circumstances, I came up and started with, "Excuse me, boss, sorry to interrupt," but without looking up, she cuts me off and says, "You can clearly see I'm in a one-on-one. Please be polite and wait for me to finish." Alright, you got it. By this time, the tissue I was using to plug my nose is getting redder and redder, and by the time she finally looked up, it wasn't a pretty sight. She asked me why I didn't say something sooner. I just repeated back to her what she had told me. She sheepishly said, "Obviously stuff like this would be an exception." I just shrugged and walked back to my desk and got my things. I mean, yeah, I've done that before.
I can imagine she gotten interrupted so many times and it's just like, nope, wait your turn.
Well, from a management standpoint, I have had that happen to the point where it's like, I will ignore you if you try to cut me off while I'm talking to somebody. But I'll also look at you, and if you've worked with me long enough, you'll know the look I'm giving you, and it's basically shush for a second. But if I saw blood coming at... If I saw blood, I'd be like, oh my fucking god, go home.
She probably didn't even notice. Like, she just saw a person, like a figure of a person right there and just didn't, like, bother looking at him.
Yeah. I can imagine the person just sitting and be like, no, we're not doing that. Sorry, we're not gonna talk to you. You're not important enough. And then look at him like, oh my god, your nose. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to talk to you right now. Thank you. Imagine that shit.
So we're going to assume I was being rude rather than so much as looking up or letting me finish my sentence. Great. Guess I know where I stand.
Next to her with a bloody nose.
Alright, I gotta turn this down just a bit.
Turn it down. Get up, and get down. Jump. Everybody jump.
There we go. It's like at like 4 or 5%.
Oh god.
101. Yeah, we can pick this up later. Entitled bosses pissed me off, period. Had a problem getting into a video conference, and the upper's first question was if I was in the meeting on time. Dude literally never met me before. Why is this the first interaction questioning my integrity? My direct supervisor let me vent a little, but I had a half a mind to say something more. But I wasn't sure if it was worth my time and energy.
Sometimes the response comments are just as good as the stories. Honestly, Chibara, yeah. 100%.
So, I don't know if I mentioned this before on stream or not, but like I mentioned a bunch of stuff. But anyways, I was working as a janitor, right? And my previous supervisor got fired for some dumb reason. So we were out floor supervisor, and it's only the person who does payrolls, or at least the clocking in parts, had to supervise, or temporary.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this one dude who I've seen a little bit on shift comes up to me and says, "Hey, where's the toilet paper at?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because I wasn't, taught to do the whole toilet paper thing. It's like, I don't know. I wasn't being taught that. It's like, oh, well, go and do it. It's like, what?
No, you go do it.
Okay, and says, okay, go and do that before you get written up. I'm like, what? I was like, I was really confused and pissed, but also like had a half a mind to literally walk up to him and it's like, who the fuck are you? You're not my boss.
You don't talk to me like that. Excuse me?
And it turns out it's the first shift supervisor or manager who kisses the literal ass of the boss of the company.
Oh, a brown noser! How fitting that he's talking about toilet paper.
Yeah. And not to mention that apparently he got the second floor manager fired.
The fuck?
Yep.
I hate people like that.
It was literally not in my job description. Like, I was working there for a few months, and then all of a sudden they put me onto this, like, and then threatened my job. Like, what?
Wow, okay. Well, goodbye, dude. See you later. Have fun replacing the toilet paper.
Eventually, someone came up to me and just, like, said, hey, the toilet paper's over there. When it's out, then refill it. Like, that's all you had to do. Because I didn't know where it was.
Yeah, that was just laziness.
And they didn't even give me the key for that either.
Yeah, because those things are locked up. They, especially in schools or anything like that, to keep kids from playing with them and taking out the toilet paper, they lock it up. So if you don't have a key, how exactly are you going to go in there and change any toilet paper rolls?
Exactly.
Shit's locked. Go do it anyway. You got the key? No, then how the fuck you want me to do this? I ain't got a key either.
And I should mention, this place hires people who just got out of prison.
Oh, criminals.
Yeah, criminals.
Now, granted, I have a weird stance on hiring criminals. Yes and no. Like, depending on what you went in there for.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because not everyone that goes to, prison did, like, the most terrible thing.
They could have done something super, like, lenient and, like, understandable.
But still had to serve time for it.
Yes, which is sad. Being stuck in the same place with a bunch of murders and TOS related things.
And other TOS things. Other non-say-so things.
But anyways, that's my story. Sorry.
That's my story. Sneeze over your boss might have got her attention. Oh my god! Sure thing, boss. Ah, phew! Oh my god, why am I covered in blood? Well, you see.
Well, you see, you told me to wait, and I also had a cold, but my nose was bleeding.
Allergies and bloody nose and hi, can I go home now?
Wait, I got a just as bad story. My sister broke her leg pretty bad, so she came home. Someone always had to stay with her. Keep in mind she's 20 at this stage, 2 weeks in, and she had enough. Tells everyone she'll be fine and go do what she needs to be done. A couple hours in, mom calls her and starts talking about what she's done and what she needs to do before she'll be coming home. Finally, she knows and asks, "Are you crying?" "I think I broke my arm." My sister had been quietly sobbing away, waiting for mom to stop talking so she could tell her she broken her arm because she didn't want to be rude.
Yep. Yeah, because it's beat into our heads as kids not to interrupt your parents when they're talking. Problem is a lot of the times when you need to interrupt, but you're so scared to do it because you know you're gonna get in fucking trouble.
Ugh.
Yay.
Tangential related
Keith
story.
sucked working at a truck stop. I bet. Ugh. Law. What's that? What's it? What is it?
No, I'm just reading the comment.
Oh.
Tangentially related story. One time in my city, there was a surprise ice storm followed by an inch of snow overnight. My father goes out to shovel around 5 a.m., slips on a stoop, and breaks his kneecap. Gets to the hospital. My mom and I follow, notify the family, etc., etc. My mom's parents are getting ready to visit around 9 a.m. and then asks if he needs anything. This was around 2003 or so. My grandpa had just gotten a snazzy new portable DVD player. So Dad asks for them to bring the player so he can kill time outside visiting hours. Grandfather gets the DVD from the basement, heads out through the back door to get the garage, slips on the walkway and breaks his hip.
Oh my gosh!
My grandmother calls my mom, and my mom calls my dad. My dad says, "That's not fucking funny," and hangs up. We get to the hospital and tells them above the story. They get kicked out of it. They get a kick out of it. Lo and behold, 30 minutes later, my dad sees my grandpa being rolled in on a stretcher, and they get to be roommates for the next few days. Oh no!
Oh no, he didn't believe him. That's the worst. It's like, no, promised. That actually happened. Yeah, okay, whatever. Click.
I'm gonna be honest, I would be there too.
Not believing, or?
Yeah, I wouldn't believe him because, oh yeah, very funny.
I mean, I would too, but at the same time, it all would just depend on the tone of voice for me.
Yeah, I guess that would be too, because if it was like, haha, I broke my hip.
Grandpa broke his hip. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, let's do the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, this one I like.
Oh.
Rad, would you like to read?
Yeah, I can read.
Excuse you.
jeez.
It's my turn to speak.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
Malicious compliance.
Fine. I'll be quiet the rest of the whole
No,
stream.
no.
Oh, what have I done?
No.
I'm prepping. My dyslexia is bad today, okay?
It's okay.
You need a doctor's note to prove sickness or we'll sack you.
Whoops.
Okay. I was reminded of this because of another post that happened almost 20 years ago. I had been working away in a restaurant and had just finished a Saturday day shift. It wasn't common to get a Saturday night off as it was our busiest night and the boss was making me feel I should be offering to do overtime because they were being so kind to me. The last hour of my shift, I started feeling crappy. By the time I got home, I was exploding at both ends and really miserable. I was hoping I would feel better the next morning, but still felt awful. I dutifully phoned in sick because I couldn't be around food until I had been diarrhea free for 24 hours.
Oh man, food
My
service
boss
rules.
immediately assumed I was hungover and threatened to fire me for letting everyone down. I said fine because I wasn't about to go into work. At the time, my flatmate was helping the same restaurant out because they were short. They were short a chef. He goes into work and is telling boss how sick I am. He didn't know I had been threatened, but it meant that my boss phoned me back and said if I could provide a sick note for the day, I wouldn't lose my job. At this time, my job was paying about, that's euros, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
looks
Yeah,
like it.
double check. 300 euros a week. And
Oh,
a doctor's
fuck.
appointment and sick note was going to send me back $100
€100
€100 fine. If you're going to assume the worst about me when I had never phoned in sick before, done. I got the grumpiest doctor who was pissed I had made an appointment for this when he had actual sick people who needed to see him. The doctor signed me off for a full week. Instead of helping out to cover one of my shifts, they had to cover another 5 shifts, and I got a week off paid. Oh, shit. It's like, fine, I'll go to the doctor's, and the doctor's like, bruh, I don't got time for this. Sure, 5 days
Sure,
off.
fine. You're off for the week. Fuck it.
Like you literally need to get all whatever is in you out of you. Please don't come back until you get, a freaking spike through your heart or something.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
I hate
Hey.
that whole fucking you gotta have a doctor's note. Bullshit. I hate it.
If you could get a doctor's note, that would be great. Thanks.
Here's the thing is it's like I'm too sick to go to the doctor to get your goddamn note.
Yeah, I can barely even see where I'm going, let alone drive to the doctor.
And I've always hated that because it's like, first of all, I'm calling out sick. I'm already gonna lose a day of pay. Second of all, I'm gonna owe a doctor like $100 and some odd just to go and have a piece of paper printed out for you. That's more money out of my pocket. Why don't you just trust the fact that I'm actually goddamn sick?
Exactly.
Especially if it's not a common occurrence. That's where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you're also the person that's like on time every day, and then one day you're like, I'm sick. I can't actually go because I will contaminate everything and get everybody sick.
Yeah.
And then,
food
like,
service.
No,
That's right.
you can't. You can't just leave us.
Yes, I can. Watch.
That's like having the expectation that your job always needs to be your whole life and nothing else is allowed to be first, just your job. And it's
Yeah.
like, no.
That's how it was with my other job, one that I quit. The first thing that one of my manager friends had said is like, "Well, I hope you're ready to make this company your whole life." And I was like, "Ha ha ha ha! Ha.
Oh God.
That's funny." It turns out that's exactly what they expected of you. God damn, fuck that, man.
Here's
8
a
years.
question.
Yes.
Here's a general question.
General answer.
You get to pick two things. One, work for 10 years, but it's the most boring and hard work you need to do. But after that, you're free to do whatever you want. Or you go and do what you want, but you have to work for the rest of your life doing it.
I'd rather do what I want. The job that I enjoy.
I mean, that's tough because I can easily work a job for a long time like I did, and then just spend the rest of my life doing nothing. But at the same time, it's like, but I really want to do this other job and be happy.
Yeah.
But then I keep thinking in the long run, if I have to keep working the rest of my life when I'm so old, like, I'm not going to be able to... Well, I mean, hell, if I do what I want to do, I get to make my own hours anyway, so if I want vacation time, fuck yeah, I'll take vacation time. Yeah, fuck it, I'll do that. Do what I want, work forever. Fuck yeah, let's go.
That's exactly what I kind of chose, because there was actually a job that I picked up back over here, and it comes with a pension, and I only have to work 10 years, but I didn't want to do that because that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, the pension is nice, and I can just do whatever I want after I'm like, what, 38 back then?
Oh shit.
Yeah. But now I just want to, you know, make stuff. I want to entertain people, you know?
Yeah. It's a little harder to do as far as financially, but in the end it's fulfilling.
Oh, I have ideas of what I'm wanting to do.
Yeah.
If your job sucks for 10 years, it'll feel like 1,000 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a very good point. That's why I'm like, if it's a job that I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, and I do like the job, I don't know. There's a lot. I've had like, I don't like job hop until like more recently when Junk and I have been having to move around, and I definitely don't like job hopping. I usually stay at a job for like a few years, and then find a new job or a new path, trying to grow. And it's definitely been difficult on me. And now I'm trying to I currently have to go. I've been like studying a little bit this past week.
Yay.
For that entry exam, so I can do the job that I actually want to do. And that would be pretty awesome, honestly. I just want to do what I want to do. I'm tired of...
I'm tired of someone looking over my shoulder and threatening me with firing, which never happened, but still.
It's horrible when that's a thing, because when I worked at McDonald's, that's what I was always worried about, because they were always over my shoulder. I hated it because I always felt like I was gonna be fired any day now. And then you get scared to leave because it's your livelihood. But when you do leave, it's like, why the fuck didn't I?
Yeah.
It's that fear of trying it. Yeah, are we on? Oops, sorry, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, and it's like the confidence you have when you have like a job. I definitely, the one thing I don't like about switching jobs is like the lacking of confidence at first. I mean, like, obviously you have like confidence, but like really truly knowing what you're doing at the beginning, because
you feel like
new.
You feel like a scrub because you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. You're just standing there, but you know you should be doing something, but you don't know what to do. So you're like, that's been me. It's been me. I hate not knowing what I'm doing. Alrighty. Oh, are we reading comments or are we moving on?
We're reading comments.
Commentary.
Not comics. Comments.
I mean, I read comics all the time. I just don't talk about it.
Like my poor mother a few months back suffered an injury and I was fortunate to avoid weight-bearing stress fracture of the foot. Ooh. Absolutely hate it when patients come into my emergency department, wait for hours and hours while they, and often their family members with them, are exposed to who knows what from other people are waiting for a damn doctor's note. So hell, yeah, I'd give them a note. Mr. Smith has reporting feeling unwell. He should be off for 2 weeks. Nothing about diagnosed treatment, symptoms, any of that, because the boss is not entitled, in the US, to that information under healthcare privacy laws. I had a couple of low-level managers call up and try to discuss the patient with me. That wasn't happening, and I told them that, in no certain terms, malicious non-compliance at its best.
Yeah, no, fuck that. If they're trying to call your doctor or the doctor that you visited to try and talk about it, like, time for a new job, because that's some sketchy shit. Hella sketch. It's sus. Hella sus.
I had a doctor that had a tray of pre-signed doctor's notes in the waiting room. Old guy, pretty sure he just didn't give a shit anymore.
There you go. Have a thing.
Very well played. I had a job that requires doctor notes when I call in sick. My usual response was, no, you can fire me if you want, or I can puke all over your kitchen. Thanks. It was minimum wage job, and I was dedicated weekend closer. They literally could not afford to lose me before I trained a replacement. Nice.
That hold that monopoly over them.
That's the one thing I like about the protocols, the ability to call in instead. I've done it a few times, and ping, there's a nice letter in my inbox for the time I need. Me, gravely voiced, I need a note to stay home sick. My symptoms are X, Y, and Z. Doc, righto, ping. Send letter to AHR department. Flop back in bed.
Your job, legally your job has no right to know the reason why you call it sick. It would be a HIPAA violation. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Alright, let's get to the next
You
one.
want to see a company get fired, or get fined, rather. That's one way to do it.
Oh, speaking of sickness.
Are we down with it?
No, but apparently a couple of people are.
Fuck up and down with the sickness.
Down with the sickness! Nah, then down with the sickness!
Sickness.
Wow!
Have you seen that video? The guy that's doing karaoke?
He's like, oh,
Yeah, he goes, ooh, and I'm like, yeah. Go off, go off.
Go off, scrub.
Alright. Have to come. Wait, yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have to come into the office with a flu? Okay. About 10 years ago, my employer didn't have a sick leave policy. It was at your own supervisor's discretion. One year, I got the flu, and I was in bed for several days. On the third day, my supervisor called and said I have to come into the office the next day. I explained I have the flu and look and feel terrible and was very sick. He said no excuses and no exception. His policy is 3 days max. So the next day I went into the office and the president of the company said, Jesus, why are you here? You look so terrible. Go home. I explained that I had to see my supervisor since I had to come in. Supervisor sent me home after the president told him he had to. Next day, about 75% of the staff in the office was out with the flu for the week. It was a quiet week for me.
Gee, couldn't imagine why that is.
Gee, especially with the whole panini happening.
Yeah, the bread, the panini, the Panera.
The Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
On top of that, if they did find out why you're sick and alter your schedule in a hostile way, you could have seen as retaliatory discipline.
Yep. And they could get fucked for that.
I'm a team leader. Huh?
Wait, what?
What'd you say? Were you gonna say something?
What you just said.
Oh, or they could get screwed, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Sorry, continue.
I'm a team leader and had a hell of a time trying to stop presenteeism. Never heard of that in my workplace. If you're ill and want to work, then work from home. If you're ill and don't want to work, then rest at home. It's not particularly tricky. I judge people much harshly for turning up sick than taking sick leave.
That's how I used to be.
Which you should.
Yeah, it's like, don't come in sick. I mean, first off, it's not good for you, and it's not good for anybody else here.
Also,
I was one of those. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was one of those that was like, if you're sick, stay home. If you come in sick, I'm sending you home. If you need to stay in and I don't have anyone to cover, I will do the shift for you. Stay fucking home. Don't be sick in the store, because then you're gonna make everybody else sick and you're gonna be miserable, and then people are gonna be mad because you're sick in the store. And this is before the panini. Like, get your ass home. Go home. Leave.
And can I mention that for 2 years, we've learned to wear masks, and those masks are to prevent people who are secretly sick to not spread it.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that the masks are for you. It's not for people around you. It's for the people around you so they don't get sick from your sickness. You're trying to protect people. But people don't. It's more for to protect them than you, because sometimes the masks don't really filter out the stuff outside. It's more like trying to prevent the spread of diseases. Because in Japan, they had like a low score of like the panini signs, because anytime someone's sick, they would wear a mask so they don't infect everybody. That's just how it is. But apparently over here, your rights are on the line because you need to wear a mask.
Listen, people here are backwards.
They really are.
Yeah.
Sorry about the rant.
On to the next story.
All right. On to the next story. Interrupted. Ooh. All right, who's next?
Did you just go?
Yes.
Then it will be my turn. Interrupted vacation. I was the company ID. Control Alt Delete. Reset computer. Okay. I was the IT department. I asked several times to be given someone to train as my backup, but they stalled and stalled on it. Then came time for. Oh my god. Learn how to make sentences, please.
Would you like me to take over?
No, I got it. It's more that I know how it's supposed to flow, and it's not flowing that way. Time came for my vacation, and I asked my boss who was going to get out payroll and other necessary functions while I was gone. These were the old mainframe days when IT did these tasks. Boss said I was to train him to do it. He had the attitude of, how hard can it be? So for the week prior to my vacation, we went through all the routines. He took copious notes. I thought he would do okay. The problem was where I was going, there would be no phones. So if they got stuck, I couldn't help them. I did give the approximate location where the cabin was. Tuesday, I'm out on the lake fishing with my kids, and I see a police boat approaching. Not worried. I have permits and required equipment. Police pull up and ask me by my name. They said that my company had called. They were sending a plane to pick me up at an airstrip nearby. Get there ASAP. So I had to leave my family. Others were there. The police led me to the airstrip where the plane was. I got to a phone at the strip, called in. Nothing had gone right. Hundreds of paychecks were not ready. It was payday and people were upset. My boss was apologetic for a change. I got back and did 5 days work in 2 days. They flew me back Thursday night. I negotiated another full week plus cabin rental, and boss insisted I train a new employee. Holy fuck.
Jeez.
I'd be like, looks like you're gonna need a new IT person.
Like, how... Like, he specified it, saying, hey, I'm gonna be, gone. You need to have someone to train. And like, oh yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that hard. We can do it in like a few days. 1 day maximum. It's fine.
I absolutely hate it when companies go, no, we don't need to train another person. Okay, so what happens if I get hurt and nobody knows? What happens if I'm in the hospital? Are you gonna wake me out of the coma and be like, hey, we need your help? I can guarantee that's not gonna work the way you think it's gonna work.
Right,
Like, no, fam. Y'all stupid if you're gonna do that. Train backup. Always have backup. Backup for everything. Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb unless you want to be dumb.
In which case, that's on you, and I'm not gonna work for you.
I will never understand businesses' inability to recognize a bus factor. How many people can get hit by a bus before no one knows how something is done?
Yeah.
I never heard of that before, but I guess now.
I've never heard of it either, but I'm taking that.
The bus factor.
Never heard of a bus factor? What?
No. We recently dealt with that. Still are really. Still are really?
Still are, really.
Still.
I
Oh!
just didn't put a comma.
We had one critical employee that if they took a dirt nap, we were out of business. Full stop. Now there's 6 people that would all take dirt naps. Much better. On a smaller scale, we still have this issue within teams, but it's not catastrophic. Merely very annoying. Took 2 years to make the change thus far. Hopefully within another 2, it's all good.
Ofta.
The entirety of a modern business relies on not recognizing the bus factor. You can see it within how relying on just-in-time shipping has crippled the supply chain.
Oh.
Oh,
So
I love that.
So the whole bus factor means that you need to have a backup for
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, if you don't have a backup and something happens to the main source of the program running, or the main source to keep the business doing what it needs to do, and that one source ends up being lost somehow, then the entire company's going to fall apart. That's why you never want to rely on one person to do an important job. You want to make sure that that you have more people trained for it in case that one person can't do the job.
I thought that was common sense. What?
Alright.
You would think so. You would think so, but it's actually not common sense. In a lot of businesses, they don't do that.
And then there's all that weight on the one person.
Mm-hmm.
Like you need to have like backups with and have like some sort of like other backup. You know, like not like an important role, but more like just keep everything, you know, maintained. So
Yeah,
you don't have
that would make sense.
Yeah. So that in case your backup is also having what they consider a dirt nap.
Yeah.
You have that one person who knows what they're doing, but not in a professional level.
You want someone that can at least do the basic tasks, otherwise...
The bare minimum.
Yeah. Otherwise you're fucked. Right.
Alright, moving on before I get into like a freaking tyrant rant.
Tirade.
Tirade.
Continue. I have my headset, but I have to use the little storyteller's room.
Okay.
Yum! Daddy!
Okay.
I actually have like a super mini story, and I don't think it's malicious compliance.
Oh, do tell.
But so I used to work in like a warehouse, and we sold, we distributed to our own other like 11 branches, and I worked at the central distribution center. And so we had little, dumpsters that are inside, and you would get the forklift and take it outside to dump it into the actual dumpsters, the big dumpsters. And I was like, not everybody would drive the gas motor because they were like intimidated that it's just big and whatever. So I was like, I'll learn how to drive it. So I learned how to drive it. And so I would always you have to take the garbage out with that. And I would constantly be like, people would be like, all right, the dumpster's getting full. People have to start taking the garbage out. And so I'm like, all right. And I keep taking it out. And then eventually, I actually was told, like, hey, we notice you're always the only one really dumping the garbage. We appreciate it, but don't let people take advantage of you like that. Like, my bosses were like, don't let people take advantage of you. So stop taking out the garbage. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll stop. And because people would just keep, like, there's a couple of people that be like, don't stop. You're always taking the garbage out. Stop it. Okay, but it's full, so...
Oh, well.
Well, I was told to stop doing it because I kept doing it too much. Not in a bad way, not like they scolded me. They're like, don't let people take advantage of you because we don't want it to become a habit that people rely on one person to take the garbage out.
And then what happened?
I sometimes take out the garbage and then they would yell and be like, stop! I'm like, no. I'm like, please let me take it out sometimes.
I thought they were like it's full, but like you're not gonna do anything, and then they would yell at you. It's
No.
like, you told me you told me it was optional.
Yeah, it's like awkward because they'd be like, all right, someone needs to take out the trash, and I'll be like, well, I've been told not to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. They're trying to get other people to do it, so I was like, okay, I will not take out the garbage. I will not.
I almost got a
Really
chance to.
I was like, yeah, not really malicious, but
It's not. It's similar to it, but it's more like not being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I forgot what I was about to say.
No.
Anyways, since Key, I think they still have their headphones.
Yes.
Okay. I can read this about hearing aids does not equal earbuds. And I think this is actually you need to read this actually.
I do.
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right, Key. I hope you can hear me. Hearing aids does not equal earbuds. This happened a few years ago around the time I was 17. I had just started working at a small-ish cafe run by a well-known family in our area. I knew some people who had worked there before, and they told me for the most part the owners were great. Very chill and laid back when it was slow, and normally weren't bad about breathing down the employees' necks. Their oldest daughter, who also helped run everything, was the one who was very peculiar, and we'll call her Karen. Of course I'll call her Karen. I am officially diagnosed with a hearing deficiency. Not enough to be considered deaf, but more than hard of hearing. So I wear hearing aids. My first day before we opened, my coworkers asked me if they could do anything to help me out. And we eventually started talking about the hearing aids in general. While talking about everything, I mentioned they had Bluetooth capabilities so I could play music through them. Not that I would, but I could. Karen had been in the room at the time and said, "You can't wear those, no earbud policy." And tapped on the policies paper on the wall. I protested, explaining they're hearing aids and not earbuds. and that I wouldn't be using them to listen to any music while I was working. Her reasoning was I didn't need them because I wasn't considered fully deaf, and I was doing this to get around the no earbud policy, directly quoting when I said they could play music. I can't wear them? Okay, let's see how this goes. Place them into the case in my bag and started my shift. I couldn't understand my trainer, couldn't hear the customers, couldn't hear when orders were called to be sent out. Things were going extremely slow. A couple of warm pastries burnt since I wasn't able to hear the timers. Simple sentences had to be repeated multiple times, with people basically yelling at me just for me to be able to piece a few words together. I guess the cherry on the top was me ignoring one of the owners when she tried speaking to me. Karen came up to me and tried addressing me about it, until she finally realized what was going on after she had repeated herself 5 times. By the end of that shift, I was allowed to wear my hearing aids, no questions asked.
And back. And
Amazing.
Sick.
Hello. Did you hear all of that, Key?
Yep.
Okay.
How fitting that it's about earbuds and hearing aids, and I have my headset on.
Okay. Yeah, this. Yeah. I want to see what the like the hearing aids look like. But I would assume they look like earbuds, like they mentioned. And that reminded me of when there was someone got assaulted because they were wearing earbuds, and it, strangely enough, it was another Karen. What is it, Key?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes?
Hello?
Hi? Hello?
Technical difficulties. My headset's going out.
Oh. Speaking of.
I thought if I plugged in the auxiliary, it would work fine. It's like, hey, no, you're gonna have to plug me up. God damn it.
Hazel, why are you just sitting there, bro?
Pretty sure that's some ADA violation. Probably. I don't know much about the violations, so I should probably look into it.
It is. Anything impeding on somebody's health is a violation.
Then, yeah, it was definitely a violation.
Yeah, just because it has the capabilities. I mean, also, like, let's say you're listening to music very low, but you're still doing your job. I don't see the problem here. You know, now you can't hear anything very well at all.
That's something about my current job. I can wear earbuds. As long as I have them low enough to hear my boss when he's talking to me, I'm good.
Same with my janitor job. Like, granted, there's like a bunch of stuff going around, but like, as long as I'm like, you know, being smart and looking around before I cross the forklift ridden floor, then I'm fine. Granted, I don't have it turned up all the way. It's just I have it, you know, low enough to where I can actually hear the beeping noises.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yep.
Imagine having, like, death metal coming through your headset and you can't hear the beep and you walk in behind it and get mushed.
Well,
shit.
Then I die.
Some headset, damn it. I plugged you in. What's the problem?
But no, granted, I don't take those paths unless I really need to, i.e., sweep up the dirty floor. And also, that reminds me of another Karen story.
Karens! Sorry.
Yeah, basically the same thing as what she's doing, except a customer was trying to talk to her. It's like, get those earbuds out. I'm trying to talk to you. It's like literally trying to reach over for the ear, like the
Oh no, the hearing aid?
The hearing aids and trying to rip them off. And granted, it was the ones that were like, I don't want to say glued on, but you can definitely tell there were hearing aids.
They're attached.
They're attached and literally trying to force them out.
I'd force teeth down her throat. That's what I would do. Be like, don't touch me.
Yeah, I forgot what happened, but she didn't get in trouble. But the customer, I think, got in trouble for that, obviously.
Kind of borderline assault.
Yeah. I want to say she got the
pepper.
police called on her, but this was like a few months back.
I can get the pepper if she wants to go along with that assault.
I think there's a lack of understanding of what it means to be hard of hearing or deaf. My mom is deaf, but wears cochlear implants to hear. What?
Cochlear implants are the ones that are like, the ones like what you're talking about, where they're kind of attached, but not really.
Okay. I think it can be hard for her because people don't know right away that she's using a hearing aid and the cochlear implant, so she doesn't give her the benefit of doubt when she has trouble understanding them. Especially out in public when there's more people around talking with one another. You can hear the mosquito in a room at night, but I'm damned in noisy public spaces. I hear, yes, you and everyone around, but I don't understand a thing. Oh, this one is my favorite one.
Apologies for the munching. I have watermelon.
Nice.
Maybe you could get me.
I share. I got a big ass watermelon over the weekend. I got a bunch.
I've been wanting watermelon so bad, and I haven't had any watermelon in forever.
I'll give you some. Dower doesn't like watermelon, so I'll give you some.
Come over. Come over.
How about you guys come over here?
Come over. Put your melon.
Can I have some? Can I have some of your melon?
You can have some of the watermelon.
That's what I meant.
What else are we talking about? Key?
I don't know. Lewd.
Is this a sex thing?
What are you talking about?
Is this a lewd thing? You lewd tubers.
Listen, I don't lewd the tubes, okay? I just plugged them in.
Oh!
I think that's worse.
I would say gutter mine, but you'll probably plug that gutter up too.
What with your lewds?
Let's change the subject here. This one's my favorite. Sure thing, boss. I will follow the GPS. I drive a concrete truck. We deliver ready-mix concrete throughout a fairly large area. Keep in mind, concrete has a shelf life of 90 minutes once water mixes with the cement. This is very important on spec jobs. Our company uses a routing and tracking system we'll call a terrible system. If there is a good route or less than good route, it chooses the worst route of all routes possible. After working with a short time, this was noted. During training, new drivers are told to use it for a final part of route only. Problem is, every time the one doesn't follow a route, an alert is set off management. Early in using terrible system, managers found a way to turn off these alerts. New manager starts. After a year, he brings up in the meetings drivers are not following terrible following terrible system routing. Multiple times, we tell him it gives us the worst and longest routes. He doesn't listen. After 6 months, he states drivers will be written up if we continue to not follow terrible system routing. Drivers don't listen. A few days after this pronouncement, a fellow driver is written up. This is talked about. Cue malicious compliancy. Next day, on my second load, I have a load to location I had before. It is 15 miles east of the plant, and then 10 miles north leg. Wait. East of the pant, and then late.
What?
No idea. What is going on?
Okay. East of the pant, then 10 miles north leg. So it's just basically like a road description.
Something went wrong here. Holy shit. Discord PNG just shat itself.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
It's probably because I have a bunch of other people that were on here.
Probably.
Alright, I'm gonna fix this real quick. Anyways, go on. What were you gonna say?
Did you want me to take over?
Yeah, while
no.
I fix this.
Okay. I was talking about it sounds like a road description. Where is it? Here we are. It's 15 minutes, 15 miles east of the Pant and 10 miles north leg. Following that route, it takes about 45 minutes or less. We'd been going to this job site for 3 months by this time, and new terrible system gave a much longer route. I was first truck of 4 and noted on the radio that we needed to follow terrible system route as directed. Off I go! Route it takes me is southeast 13 miles. North is Interstate Highway 35 miles, including a chicken coop, weigh station, and for non-truck drivers. Trucks are chronically overweight for interstate. East through a large metro area for 20 miles, followed by last leg south of about 15 miles. Takes 125 minutes for me. Terrible system gave estimated travel time about 140 minutes, so I did well. I arrived and I timed out. Rejected, and that costs. I timed out. I arrived and I'm timed out. Okay. It basically meaning that you didn't get there in time. Rejected, and that costs company $1,000 more for the concrete, not to mention 20 gallons. Oh shit. 20 gallons of fuel I burned. Second and third truck are the same. Fourth truck was stopped at Chicken Coop and company had a $500 fine. Customer is pissed. Calls manager screaming. Manager asks to talk to me. I tell him we followed the terrible system routing as directed, and he can check that easily. Next day in break room, signposted stating drivers are to use professional discretion in choosing best or most
expeditious route to jobs.
Routes to jobs. God damn, Key. But yes, they done fucked up.
They absolutely did. They ignored what they said.
Basically, the concrete dried up before they even got there.
Yep. And it cost them a lot more money, especially with going through the weight stations.
Mm-hmm.
Which was like, what, $1,000? No. Oof.
Way to go, guys.
Nothing like a huge hit to the pocketbook to get their attention.
Way to go. Proud of you.
Unfortunately, that's the only way to get through some managers. I work in IT and deal with cheap managers from time to time. We had one that wouldn't replace a 7-year-old computer because it still worked. Ugh. That sounds like my parents. Oh, but it's working!
I hate that.
But it takes like 3 minutes to get the internet on. Or not.
It takes 20 minutes for the bitch to boot up. It takes 10 minutes for anything that you open to load properly. And the bitch is still on dial-up. What the fuck?
Yep. And they use it for the business.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, until I said, like, get a new computer, get a laptop or something like that. Alright, fine. They got the cheapest laptop and it only worked for a year. Until it started not working. It's like, okay, it's not working. Let me get a new laptop. Gets another cheap one.
Just invest in a better computer. It'll last you longer. God damn.
I got my computer back in 2018. I think, anyways. But yeah. And it still works.
Yeah. I got mine in 2018. I just updated some parts and it's still working fine.
Mine desperately needs to have parts.
Well, upgrade it. Do it.
Can you give me money?
Listen, I don't even have my own money.
Well then stop chanting, upgrade it.
Stop chanting at me. Hello, Kitty.
Kitty.
Is that the Hazel? Hazel.
I want to play Stray now.
She is the one who speaks. Did you hear that there's people modding that game to put in their own cat?
Yes!
Yes.
Oh, I want to make Digit so bad and put her in the game.
So cute. So cute.
It literally made me teared up. It's so cute. And it's so wholesome.
Babies.
I wanna put my most beloved cat on there, but like I don't know how to, but like
Kitty, my beloved.
Kamal, he's one of those striped Bengals, like
Bengal Kidder.
with a white nose, like between the eyes.
I want to snuggle this cat. I have not met this cat, but I want to snuggle this cat.
Well, he's off to a better place.
I still want to snuggle this cat.
He is very much a snuggler. He likes attention, and he's the boss. His name is Kamal.
I will follow this cat and snuggle this cat, and then waft away.
He's very pretty though. Like has like gray with black stripes, white paws.
Baby. Oh.
And has like blonde, like kind of like a brownish blonde around the eyes.
Oh, also apologies for the noise. I'm just doing a thing real quick. Ah, sorry. Smack the microphone. Oh god.
They probably had to
God.
clean the dried concrete out of the truck too, which is a big oof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they need to put a different type of mineral mix in there in order to break up the concrete. It's not cheap.
Unfortunately, that is the only way to get through some managers. I work in IT, deal with a lot of cheap managers from time to time. We had one that wouldn't replace a 7-year-old computer because it still worked and was playing. Okay. Guy to watch a screen for 5 to 6 hours a day. Maybe do some work or busy work while he waited to generate a report. We set up a demo with a new computer and had the guy run the same report in a matter of minutes. New computers at the time were around $800. The guy was getting paid close to that a week. So if you can afford to pay your employees, I think you can afford to pay a computer.
Here's the thing. A lot of people won't even pay their employees. So.
Well, if you are not going to pay me, then I'm just not going to do any work.
A while ago at my work, corporate said they need to use all 16 coffee burners and should have 6 pots of regular coffee on at any given time, because that's the best seller. Keep in mind, they also want coffee made fresh every 20 minutes. It didn't take them long to realize how bad, time-wasting, and expensive an idea that was, considering we'd never even sell through 1 pot in that 20 minutes even during the busiest time. Yeah. Sounds right.
Why don't you just, like, instead of using all of the coffee burners, just, you know, use a few of them, and if one of them, like, is going bad or, like, is out of service, use the other one.
Look, that takes common sense, and a lot of these people don't have it.
You think I would be a good manager or something? Or good with logistics?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
But I don't have a bachelor's degree in business or anything.
Here's the thing. To run a company, you really shouldn't need a bachelor's degree if you've worked retail and know how it works.
Yeah, but people want to see the pretty paper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez, it took me a while to actually try to get the freaking thing.
What you doing, Hon?
Ah. Here's one of yours, Key.
Oh. Bet.
Bet! That's what had done before and do now. At almost only use 8, and during my shift, only 1 because no one buys coffee in the evening.
At least not often.
I mean, sometimes I buy, or I drink coffee during, like, afternoon or even evening, because I want to get that energy so I can stream.
Yeah. Eyeballing.
Are you eyeballing yourself?
You.
Oh.
Side eyes.
What do you mean? I've already admitted
What?
it!
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
School bus drivers must follow the rules. Why am I being called out? As a As a teen in the early 80s, I babysat for a couple that lived down the road. My regular bus driver would let me get off at their house on the days I had to watch their kids. Then he retired and we had a substitute driver for the rest of the year. She refused to let me off anywhere but my own driveway. Wouldn't take a note from parents or anything. It was less than miles, but still annoying to walk back. About a month later, she forgot to stop at my driveway to let me off. When I walked to the front of the bus, she said she thought I wasn't on the bus that day and proceeded to stop at the next house and following the door let me out. And opening the door to let me out. I refused and made the lady back up the 50 feet to my driveway. Still makes me laugh whenever I think of it.
How you feel about that? Look.
For the company I work with, sometimes we would we're not perfect. We miss driveways sometimes. But other times we're not allowed to back up our buses because we would get in trouble if we're caught. But let's avoid the whole pothole situation.
But it must have been a deep pothole for it to have touched the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's why I'm like, were they not able to move anywhere? That sucks.
And those who don't know, there was a bus that got the half of the bumper bent. Ripped off, bent. It's still hanging. It's not hanging, on the ground, but it's very noticeable.
It's definitely damaged.
And totally not one of the employees there that are higher up than the bus drivers sat on the bumper while it was moving. Granted, it was not on the road, but it was around the parking lot, but still.
Is that what happened? Is that what you guys think happened?
No. That's what they did right after.
Oh.
They were like, "Oh, I have a stupid idea. Let's do this."
Oh my god.
Told me to wait and watch the bus go around. I was like, "Okay, what am I looking at?" And I just see the person on the bumper, the damaged bumper, just having capturing themselves with the video and everything. It's just and waving at me.
Oh my god.
And they said they're not supposed to do that.
Why are you doing it?
Because it was fun.
Oh my god. Better you than me, bruh.
But there's times when you drop off a student, you need to make sure they're near their house. It can't be 2 blocks away or something. You have to make sure they're out of the bus and safely to their house. And most of the time, they would have, remind the drivers, hey, you need to actually watch them go into their house and then leave.
Make sure they're actually safe.
Yes. And they made it very, very, very important that you need to watch both ways, open the door, and then tell them to get out. All the time, always watching. Every single child that get off the bus.
Always watching.
You learn to go with the flow right after, though.
Yeah.
I occasionally
I
miss a
do-
stop, and yes, I back up unless it's not safe to do so.
I do think that it's a little silly as far as that story, not necessarily what you're talking about. I think it's silly that even though they got permission from the parents and all these other people that they could drop this child off in this location, they absolutely refused to. I mean, I get you want to make sure that the child is safe, but at that point, wouldn't technically you not be liable? Because you got permission from multiple sources?
Yeah, you have permission. Like, if you
Yeah.
have permission, you're able to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's why it's like, okay, lady, I think you're just being a little too petty now.
Yeah.
How rough.
Very, very rough.
Better rough. Hova! Noises. Excuse the sounds that you hear. I'm playing with beads!
Hey.
Serotonin.
I got a little fidgety thing.
Oh wow, this is a long one.
You want to break it up in paragraphs and have each one of us read it?
Sure.
Make it easier?
Until one of us is like, okay, I'm tired. Let you give it a try.
Yeah. Do you want me to start, or do you want someone else to start, or how do you want to do this?
Red, you didn't read in a while.
Yeah, this one's my turn.
Don't
Hey.
bet.
Uh,
Do the
uh,
thing.
Let's see, how long is this? Oh, okay.
It's this song.
It's this long.
Was this long?
Right. I'm sorry. I've been instructed not to help you with that. TLDR, a union tale of smug amusement and pitting a bad manager against others that weren't. I work in a public sector job that a union shop with a pretty active union. The opportunity to comply with poorly worded directions comes along fairly often if you're a shit stirrer shop steward. And while sometimes it's worth a grievance, sometimes it's just way more fun to do precisely as I'm told. And they never seem to get that. That's what comes next after I utter my favorite phrase in the world. Hey, would you mind sending me an email summarizing this so I have it to refer back to? We've used up until recently a mainframe emulation program that's the flower of the 1970s technology for the bulk of the work we do. I'm a bit of a geek for this stuff, and one thing I figured out how to do a number of years ago was write macros to automate actions. Everything from notices to be mailed out to flipping through data screens looking for information and even some data entry could be automated. It could all be automated. I was smart enough to not brag about this too much, so I didn't get voluntold. What the hell is that?
Volunteered, but also told.
Okay. That's what I figured, but I'm like, is this like a fake real word?
I think it is.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, you don't mind doing this, do you? Do you? Do you?
I love being voluntold how to do voluntold things.
They can do it. What?
To help support people with it, but I did tinker with it for years and had a pre-built toolset that I shared with anyone who asked. A friend I helped that way moved into management, and she contacted me asking me for help with her staff because she knew how useful it was. But not his to do what? Okay, but not his to do it herself. Okay, whatever the hell. I thought I was having a stroke or a really bad dyslexia attack.
It sounds like your internet's having a stroke too.
That.
On a separate note, and also because I'm kind of a geek, I was representing a worker at that time who had been in a particular manager's crosshairs to the point that they'd had IT put a completely unsubtle keylogger on her computer. I was helping her with something else and was looking over her shoulder at her screen when I saw one of the alerts is tossed up. I asked her about it, and she said it was weird, but she didn't know what it was, so I dug through her computer a bit, and I showed her what was going on. The reaction from this manager was volcanic. She summoned me to her desk. I love it. She summoned me to her desk and admonished me about doing stuff that wasn't my job, and gave me very specific instructions that I was not, under my circumstances, to assist with their computers, or anything else that wasn't spelled out in my position description.
Bet.
Sounds good. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Could I get you to shoot me that in an email so I can follow up with any clarification? Certainly, she beamed at me. This was going so well.
With like laser eyes.
Laser eyes. Laser beams. About 2 weeks later, my manager friend, who had to pull some strings to get me released for a day to come out to her branch in another country. It was about 45 miles away. Came by. Since I was gonna ride out with her, I showed her the letter from Miss Thou Shall Not, who incidentally wasn't my supervisor and who I knew full well had told my boss about it, or their boss. Sorry, I was instructed not to help with this. Not much I can do. See? She read through it and looked back up at me. A small but evil smile. You saved this just for me, didn't you? Of course I did. Merry Christmas in August, I guess. She had no end of trouble with Miss Thou Shalt Not in the past, and the opportunity to rain some hellfire was just too good. She took the copy of the email with her, and they had a private meeting in one of the conference rooms, and were joined about 5 minutes in by their mutual supervisor, who I was also on good terms with. She never did tell me what was being said behind closed doors, but before the end of the day, I had an email retracting the previous instructions, and the manager responsible never referenced it again. The best part, too, the employee I'd been helping told me a day or two later that she stopped getting those weird alerts all of a sudden, and asked if I knew anything about that.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Someone got in trouble.
Oh boy.
Why the fuck are you gonna put a keylogger on somebody's computer?
What is a keylogger? It just automatically logs them in for the day?
No. What it does is it records every stroke that your keyboard makes. It's
Oh.
basically spying on you.
Yeah. It's recording you, basically, and it's so messed up.
So it's basically like recording everything you're doing on your computer.
Exactamo. Without your knowledge, which makes it even worse. So she's trying to find a way to screw over the other manager, I guess, or the other employee, or whatever it was. Like, yes, of course, wonderful,
Yes,
I guess. Yes, of course, wonderful, wonderful.
Wait, what sort of amateurishly installed keylogger creates some messages on a target's PC?
Right? Like, what the fuck?
We hope you're enjoying our product. Please consider upgrading to Sneaky Prick Pro.
Oh my god. Sneaky Prick Pro.
The kind that they're trying to use, they try using once and realize this was a stupid plan. I think the thought process was, we have to advise people they're being recorded. Which, I mean, is good and all of that, but, like, that's going a little bit too far.
I think so. I think it's also illegal in some places to record your employees' every so what doings. I mean, where I work, they do kind of monitor what you do, but they don't have a key logger.
I did it.
I did that.
Everyone's calling this person an amateur.
Get me, baby! No!
Kitty!
Well, Digit jumped up and saw Hazel, and she's like, oh, never mind.
Oh no! Like, never mind, I don't want it.
Uh-oh, that's the wrong one.
Oops. That sounds like a bad idea. Sounded like a bad time.
There we go. Oh boy, this is another long one. Ooh.
Oh, of course I end up giving you guys the long ones.
The director of IT tries to overstep and abuse her power and ends up deleting our only copy of our computer image.
You know what that means, image, right?
No.
Image is software. When it's computer imaging, it's basically making the computer do what it's supposed to do. Like, let's say you're installing Windows 10 or something like that. If it messes the image software up, you can't make the computer do what it's supposed to do. It basically cripples it.
So it's like that one, it's like that picture of a pineapple that TF2 needs. Otherwise, if you delete it, then you can't play it anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's a pineapple.
It's coding in the shape of a pineapple, I think.
Yeah. What if you replace that picture with something else?
It's coding, so it would make the game crash.
Would it turn into TF3?
Suddenly TF3. We got TF3, boys! Let's go!
Basically a backup of the computer's OS. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, if you lose it, you done fucked up.
Just to clarify, this was the IT director at a government agency, basically meaning manager. It's not about the director of the movie. I see.
I see.
This happened around 2010. I worked in IT for a state agency. Since it's government, our leadership position are mostly appointed by the governor rather than being promoted from within. As a result, we had a director of IT who knew nothing about IT. We call her Karen. Oh, great.
The Karen.
Karen came from a completely different unit, and due to a union dispute over a hostile work environment, she was reassigned to our unit, rather than fired.
Oh, that's the best.
This frequently happens when appointees. They do not like to fire them because it makes the governor look bad. Unsurprisingly, the unit began going downhill after she took over, because she was extremely emotional and tried to micromanage everything. My normal job duties involve computer repair and networking, covering multiple offices. I volunteer to help the main capital office create our computer software and image, naively thinking it would help me get promoted, but all it was just tedious and just started to cause me to fall behind in my normal duties. I had been working on the image for about 6 months, updating it when needed. For those who aren't IT savvy, an image is a snapshot of a computer hard drive, fully loaded with all the drives and software already installed. To do this manually would take 4 to 5 hours on every computer, whereas using an image would take about 40 minutes. So basically the pineapple in TF2.
Yep, exactly.
We work, either it's pineapple or a peanut, I'm not even sure.
I think it is a pineapple. It's something like that.
It's something, I know it's something weird, but it's something.
Yeah.
We work very standard hours, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. On Thursday at 4 p.m., we get an urgent message from Karen saying that we all must report to the main office Friday morning at 9 a.m. and to bring our USB drives. We were told that if we didn't bring the flash drives, we would be sent back to get them. She didn't say why. Obviously, I wasn't happy with how unprofessional it was to give such little notice about a meeting that requires a 2-hour drive one way to reschedule my entire day of meetings for PC repairs. I called some associates what is wrong with me? I called some associates worked in our main office to find what was going on. Apparently,
I think they meant to put associates who worked.
Associates who worked.
Yeah. In the main office.
Oh. Might have been typed on a phone or something.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Karen had convinced herself that IT support might have bad stuff on the drives, completely on a whim, mind you. They didn't have software to track it. The plan was to collect all flash drives, wipe them, and then give them back without telling us. The sheer stupidity of this idea was off the charts, considering we kept all of our important troubleshooting tools on there, plus the image. Since I did the imaging, my flash drive had all of the source files of the image, all of our software, drivers, multiple versions of Windows, along with the complete documentation of how to set it all up. We had no backup policy, but I did keep a personal backup of my drive. Cue malicious compliance. I was not happy about how Karen did not tell us what was being done or why. I deleted my personal backup and decided to just play dumb and came to her meeting and turn in the drive. Surely they should be smart enough to say something, anything, before doing this. But nope. Sure enough, they were wiped without our consent or knowledge and then given back to us. A few weeks go by and they ask me how things are going with the image. I simply tell them it's been erased by Karen without my knowledge. So unfortunately, there was nothing I could do. I'm not about to create it all from scratch. Most of our IT support lost their copies as well during that meeting, and all the networking team had was backup from years ago before I took over. Honestly, at this point, I was sick of volunteering my time for nothing in the main office, and if it was making my normal job harder, so I was happy to wash my hands of that. Needless to say, Karen was pissed, but she couldn't do a damn thing about it since it was their job to create backups and manage them, not mine. They had to recreate the image and documentation completely from scratch. Dozens of hours of work. Karen was eventually reassigned to another unit, and things got better in IT after that. I'm kind of like a folk hero in the agency now. Everyone's very happy to have Karen gone.
I would imagine. Oh my gosh. Here, guys, let me just wipe your entire drive. I'm not gonna tell you though. Not if you tell me. It's a bad idea.
And that was kind of ballsy of him to actually wipe the backup file that he had. It's like, oh, okay.
And it's like, okay, you're gonna do this, fine.
All right, here. Get fired.
Have fun. Have fun.
Not really fired, but like go to a different area that you're not supposed to be in.
Good luck, have fun.
Even better, Karen deleted the image drive, so I have to do everything by hand. Use image backup to create system, and then 3 to 4 hours of red to complete the install.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I have no words for that kind of shit. It drives me nuts. People do that thinking they're smarter than everyone, like, ha 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 ha. And then they end up fucking up. It's like, sweet, sweet Schadenfreude.
Listen, I learned my lesson when I first, thought I was being smart, and then immediately got shot down. I was like, okay, I guess I don't know everything.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, maybe I'm not, like, the genius I thought I was.
That's the reason why I don't call myself a pro at Blender. I call myself a novice, because I am a novice.
You're pretty good at it for a novice, though.
Yes. Oi! Hey!
Oh,
Rat!
Are we bullying?
No, we're not. We're not bullying the Draken.
I think we're gonna bully the Draken.
No.
Bully.
No,
Bully.
I'm gonna
Bully.
shake you. I'm gonna... Stop!
Bully.
Stop! Oh, okay.
Stop.
Well, there I go. Hey, you like my shoes?
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Hey! Hey! Ultra! Stop! Stop!
Stop! In the name of the
Stop!
Stop! Stop!
Stop! Stop!
Whenever Junk bullies me, and not really bullying, just playful bullying, I'll just
Yeah.
go, stop! Stop!
You
Stop!
violated the law.
I just like yell stop, like super like deep tone.
Super,
Stop!
yeah.
Oh.
Aggressive, deep. Stop. They're like, stop, boo. I just pout at Dower when he bullies me and just go,
He cowers, I fight.
But my fighting is to make him feel bad.
Oh.
So I win in the end. Oh,
You win.
yes.
John, can we order pizza? It's on its
Pizza?
way.
Hey!
Pizza! Heck yeah. Oh, pizza. Oh god, order me pizza.
Yeah.
You got your watermelon. Hey!
Give me my watermelon.
I got watermelon if you can order me pizza.
Don't make me take away your toys.
How dare you, Hook? Have a damn bill.
Ow!
Damn.
Bet.
Now I'm kind of scared to go into IT after hearing this.
IT's not that bad. It's just a matter of you gotta pay attention to what the fuck you're doing, or you're gonna end up screwing everything up.
Ah, yes, me with coding. Actually, that's what I'm trying to get into.
Coding? I mean-
Python.
I mean, you're making a game, so there you are.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more or less like a children's first coding thing,
Baby's
but
first coding.
yeah, baby's first coding. And after seeing what Python like usually does,
Mhm.
like oh, that's more than what I thought it would be originally.
Yeah, the biggest amount of coding experience that I have is making a dream in Arcadia, which is basically subject number blah blah blah. When reaching this point on the map, will be teleported to this point on the map at blah blah blah, and will have this effect. That sort of thing.
Hey,
A pity, a pity, pity, a pity, pity.
What? Don't interrupt my pets. What the hell is wrong with you?
You go,
I want to be
Walter.
petted.
You got me and Radwet.
Ah, you got to have my drink. Oh.
The dampening.
The
Dampening.
Oh boy, is this gonna be a thing?
It might be.
Oh no.
It is summer.
It is pretty damp.
Feels like hell.
Damp it.
Damp it.
Key, watch your mouth.
I can't. It's on my face.
I mean, you could kind of watch it if you do
If
that.
I have a mirror.
Just stick your lips out really far.
I can. You didn't seem like interested in it.
Ah, yes. What's up?
Look.
What?
Did you hydrate?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. Continue. Look at me like that. What's wrong with you? Stop eyeballing me, Hook. What's the problem? We could do that. Telling my mom.
Come here, you.
Mom! Hook won't stop staring at me funny.
Mother is a tear.
Mother, I crave violence. What are you
I
doing?
spit at you.
Why have you moved me?
I'm staring
What have you
at
done?
you. I'm staring
Why?
down at you. I'm looking down at you.
Hey. Hold on.
Hay's for horses.
Yeah, it is. Before you do anything else, move me back. Move me back for just a second. Move me back.
Okay.
Yeah, hang tight. Just keep me there for a second.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
What?
Just keep me there a second.
Scared.
Just, yeah. Just,
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Wait a minute. You're doing that face, aren't you?
No.
Uh,
Well, for one, I can't find it. Second, no.
I don't know about that.
Hold on. Okay.
Should I even pet you? I mean, you look petable, but like, should I?
Don't pet me. I'm
I don't know, she's
violent.
got spikes. She got the spikies.
I'm violent and
Come on.
spiky. You don't want to pet me. Very evil. Pebbles.
You poker?
I'm poking.
Poke?
Yes. There.
Can you squish the head?
What's this?
Don't squish me! Oh my
Ah!
god!
Nope! You're going over there!
Oh my god. Not the. Pepsi Man! Hey, yo, I'm next to Pepsi Man. I didn't know we got a celebrity in here.
Oh my god. Trying to change it back. It won't let me change it back. Look, I'm stuck as Pepsi Man. Help!
Well,
Ow, help!
that's all up on you!
Commit to the bit.
Commit to the bit.
Commit to the beat!
Yeah. Perfect. Wonderful.
Alright, we're... is that all? Yeah, that's all.
Oh wow. Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Do you got any more malicious compliance, Rad?
Oh yeah, I was looking up some, but it's a lot of this. What is this? What is this one? That's very short.
Cue Rad, like rushing to get whatever they can find.
Let me run. Hey, what's up?
Hmm?
R. R.
R?
Hey, Hook.
What?
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
I don't know. What is it? I heard a grr. So it's a G.
R. God. It's R. No, wait. Pirates love R, but their first love be the sea.
Yep, there it is. I was looking. I was waiting for the second one.
The C one.
I was looking for something that's not
Not R.
Yeah,
Like there's got to be another one.
there has to be.
What are you talking about? It's always R. R. And so on.
And so on.
And so on.
I'm looking up some like even YouTube videos of malicious compliance.
Malicious compliance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Compliance. Damn it, I need my glasses.
Can't read without my glasses.
Oh no, my glasses.
Well, no, I'm beading, and the beads are small. It's like, I really should get my glasses, but my reading glasses are out in the car.
How are you reading?
Because I have basic 20/20 vision, but I'm like farsighted, so anything that's really small or close to my face is hard to see and it hurts my eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why don't...
It's something that's only recently developed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm nearsighted.
Ah, so you can see close, but not far away.
Exactly.
Are you getting pizza?
Yes. I got 20/20, baby.
I used to until I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh. You got married.
I did, and then I lost sight along with my youth.
I didn't encounter
my
a Skyrim
sanity.
joke.
Oh.
How did you encounter a Skyrim joke? You're
And Stray.
gamers. Oh.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Junk, I can hear you. God damn.
Wait, what's going on with Junk? Wait, is Junk streaming right now?
No,
No, he ended.
Ah.
he's harassing Mega with pizza.
He's asking me about the pizza.
Is the pizza good?
Jesus Christ!
Hold on, let me turn the sensitivity down.
Just
when a nice guy loses his patience.
Just. Hello, Junk.
Hi, Junk. We're streaming right now.
He's twerking.
He's twerking.
Tell him.
And he's streaming. He throws it back.
I do throw it back. I do got a booty on my baddie. Is that a little cat?
It's a little mannequin
Where did you
nickel.
get that? Was it show the time or something?
No. It's just a lucky cat.
What's the thing in the bottom?
It's a solar panel, so that's why it moves.
I'm a handball.
You dab me up, fam.
Oh shit. You got a fist bump.
What's this thing?
Your face.
Oh, I got you this.
Yeah.
Where'd I get you this from?
Well, I also got you the same thing, remember? So, Junk and I got us each other the same gift. While he was in California for a bit, he got me something. And while I was at home, I got him something from round 1. And it's a little cat on a keychain, a little plushie. And it holds a donut. And we literally got each other the same
It's actually
thing.
a thing.
Aww.
Oh, that's so fucking cute though. What the hell?
Search it up. So we have two same.
That's
That'd
too
be a
damn
homie.
cute.
That'd be a homie.
I'll bring your food up. Bring your food if you want.
Why are y'all so cute?
Right?
Thank you,
Why? Why is it so cute? Why? I'm offended at how cute.
Ultra, please.
Why do pirates use cell phones? I don't know. Why do pirates use booty calls? Bet! Bet!
Oh, that's probably the reason why Junk was twerking.
Love it. I love it so much. It's the best goddamn thing. A beads. So are we raiding out or are we finding a theme?
I thought you had something rad.
I think Mega is currently muted dealing with her hubando. Hubando.
With the pizza and the twerking.
The twerking pizza, yes.
Yes. I'm not gonna say which one came first, but yeah.
The chicken or the egg? The twerk or the pizza?
Listen, don't get me in that whole loop of like the chicken and the egg thing. Okay, I severely.
Why
Sorry,
not?
continue.
Continue. We're talking about twerking pizza, chicken and eggs.
You know what's messed? Yeah, you know what's messed up?
What's
Putting
up?
the chicken into the its babies. Also, hold on. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Rolling chicken in a baby. Oh, like in the yolk of the egg. Hey, Huck.
Hey, Key.
Oh shit. Hold on. Come back, Thought. Come back, Thought. Come on. Thought, come back. Shit. Hold on. Coming back with it.
Are you okay?
No, I'm having a heart attack. Hey.
Oh,
Hey,
I hope
Huck.
you feel better. What's up?
God damn it. Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants?
Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants?
In case he got a hole in one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I hate it, but it's a good one.
Hey, Huck. Hey, Huck.
Hey, Key.
How do you stop a bull from charging?
How do you stop a bull from charging?
You cancel its credit card. It's charging. On a card.
I get it. I get it.
You hate it? Because I kind of hate it.
I hate it. The hole-in-one, yeah, it was good, but what?
Look. How do you follow Will Smith in the mud?
How?
You follow his Fresh Prince.
God damn it!
Hey, Hook.
Hey, Key.
What do you call a line of men waiting to get a haircut?
What do you call a line of men waiting to get a haircut?
A barber Q.
A line of men. What?
Do you know what a Q is? Q-U-E-U-E?
No.
It's a line.
Oh, okay. Yep, I got it. I hate it.
A barber Q. A barbecue.
I hate it. I hate it. I got it. I just didn't realize that that's how you spell it. I hate it. I'm
Hey,
dying. Oh no. What is a key?
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Why do they?
Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.
I like that. That was good.
Hey, Hook.
Hey, Key.
Am I the only... Oh, shit. Am I the only man my wife has ever dated? Unfortunately, yes. She said the others were all 9s or 10s.
Oh, dated.
Yep. Yep. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. That one wasn't really good. That one didn't hit as hard.
That I got it. It didn't hit as hard. And I feel kind
You
of
got it
I want my refund.
Sorry, no refunds for this.
Let me talk to your manager.
Bitch, I was the manager. She don't care.
I am the manager.
Hey, Hook.
High key.
I think I should do lunges to stay in shape. That would be a big step forward.
As someone who works out, that's a good one. I like that.
Hey, what's the difference between a man's wallet before and after kids?
What?
There are pictures where the money used to be. In other words, you're broke because you got kids.
Yep. I get it.
Hey.
Hi.
What did the baby corn say to the mama corn?
What?
Where's popcorn?
Alright, let's end stream. Is Rad kidnapped? Did poor Rad get kidnapped by Junk?
I think so. Hey, Hook. Hey, Hook.
Hey, Key.
Hey, Hook.
Hey, Key.
How do you measure the mass of an influencer's following?
Oh boy. How?
By Instagrams.
I hate it.
Look at your model to
happened?
know you're rolling your eyes.
What happened?
Mega. Hey, Mega.
Rad!
I'm here. I'm letting you put it out.
How do you measure the mass of an influencer's following?
By the weight of the dumpy.
By Instagrams.
I'm leaving.
Come back. You can't leave me.
Go back.
Oh my god. Air used to be free at the gas station. Now it costs $2.50. You want to know why? Inflation.
Ooh.
Real talk. Why is it that gas stations now require people to buy air?
I have no idea. It's
Frickin-
compressed air.
Bruh, like, dude, I went to the gas station because I had a flat and I needed to get that extra mile. I had to put in like $2 worth of quarters and then it still didn't work. Went to the front desk like, hey, this isn't working. It's like, oh, well, that's not our fault, but it's on your property. Yeah, but that's not ours. That's someone else's. It's like, well, I want a refund. Like, sorry, we don't do that. Like, are you serious? Like, actually pissed off. Like, I was about to throw shit.
Well,
Because
it's not entirely-
my tire was flat, too.
Yeah. It's not entirely their fault, but at the same time, they should have a policy or agreement with the company that deals with that, so they can give refunds and then get reimbursed. 'Cause that's what I would do. But that takes using your noggin.
If you can, I recommend looking up nearby places that have like free air pumps.
Well, that's a thing. Like, I just got off of work, went in my car, drove, and then my pressure tire was saying I had low on air. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just fill it up once I get to a gas station that I know. Then it kept going lower and lower and lower and lower. It's like, oh!
What?
And I was basically limping to the tire store.
Oh no.
And I didn't have a spare. I didn't have a jack or anything. And I was not going to use a tow.
I mean, I would hope not. Then what would you do with the foot?
I was waiting for it. I love you, Key.
I love you. I'm waiting. I happen to look over to the stream to see Hook just glaring at me. Love you, Hook.
Love your face too. Alright, if we don't have any more stories, then we can raid out. I know I haven't actually raided this person yet.
Go bad.
And apparently everyone's saying Mama Maple.
Maple! I'm talking to Mama Maple about rigging my 2P.
Hey!
Yeah. So I'm gonna be one of her model children.
Nice.
Hopefully, if things work out.
If things work out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what is our raid message gonna be?
Stop it, Key. We maliciously complied.
Maliciously complied. Sure, let's go with that.
Yes. We're not saying you just got hooked.
I was
today.
told to raid, so I raided.
Is that how you spell complied? I don't know. I'll give it a shot.
COMPLIED.
I-L-I-E-D. Okay.
ED, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about the crinkle. I'm playing with beach.
Copy that. And also copy that.
Yes.
Thank you for joining me on such short notice.
Yes.
It was fun, Hook.
Thank you for having me. Oh.
Thank you for joining. Tomorrow though, will be Wiggles, Soul, Rad, and I continue on with 7 days.
I'm so excited. Let's go.
Let's
I miss
go!
you so much.
Also, I kind of need to cheat so Wiggles can get on our level, if I can.
Oh.
Get on our level.
Noodle!
Noodle.
Alright, it's about to go, so take care everybody, and have a good day.
Make sure to follow Hook. He's almost to 500. You need to follow Hook. And make sure to support your local track and donate as much as you can. Damn it. Did it raid out before I
It raided out. No, you finished it. You finished it.
Thank you so much for the raid,